What is up, everybody? This is Daniel Rock 08 here, back with another review. WrestleMania II, what the world has come to. We're live in New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. Yes, for the first time and the only time, WrestleMania is broadcasted in 3 different cities and 3 different arenas. How the hell does that play out? 1986? And you're gonna do all this shit in 3 different cities? You're fucking crazy, Vince. Fucking crazy. Your main event is the WWF World Heavyweight Championship match, a steel cage match. Hulk Hogan versus King Kong Bundy in a steel cage match that I mentioned. You have the Women's Championship match. You have the Intercontinental Championship match between Randy Savage and George the Animal Steel. You have the World Tag Team titles on the line. You have the 20-man WWF versus NFL Battle Royale, and a whole lot more. Does having this in 3 different cities pay off? Absolutely hell no. But let's get to the review, shall we? Okay, we start out. Paul Orndorff, who main evented last year's WrestleMania, is opening up the show, which is kind of fucking weird, concerning the fact that they were pushing Paul Orndorff at this time to the fucking moon. He had a title match against Hulk Hogan at the big event pay-per-view. He had numerous matches against Hogan on Saturday night's main event as well. And here he is facing Don Morocco, and they go to a double countout. And this pisses off the New York crowd to the point where they're chanting bullshit. Yes, they're chanting bullshit in 1986. I've never fucking heard such a thing. This match was bad. And it was bad because of the double countout finish. This is how you open up WrestleMania 2? Man, it must suck getting the New York portion of this show, because this New York portion gets crapped on. A dud. And we go on to Macho Man Randy Savage defending his Intercontinental Heavyweight Championship against George the Animal Steel. This match was wild, crazy, and terrible. Because it was really like George Steele chasing Macho Man, stalking Ms. Elizabeth, eating the turnbuckle like he always fucking does. But what was really fucking weird about this whole match was the ref did not call disqualification whatsoever. Even though here you have George the Animal Steel throwing the fucking turnbuckle padding, stuffing at Macho Man, just using it and like stuffing it down his throat and shoving it in his face and everything. Where's the disqualification? Here comes a fucking bouquet of flowers for Ms. Elizabeth. George the Animal Steel whacks the shit out of Macho Man with it. This match was bad, but it's the match of the night as far as the New York portion goes. That is pretty bad. This gets a 3 out of 10. The commentators is Vince McMahon and the celebrity Susan St. James, who she goes fucking ape shit over the animal. And she has the most annoying commentary of all time. If you thought whoever the fuck that guy kept on saying, well, how much does this guy weigh? If you thought that was annoying from King of the Ring 94, this bitch fucking says, uh-oh, yeah, uh-oh, 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 66 fucking times throughout this entire portion of New York. If you took a shot of tequila, you'd be dead. Next up, we have Jake Roberts defeating George Wells. Who the fuck is George Wells? This was just a jobber match. Jake Roberts makes short, quick work of George Wells, hits the DDT, spikes him on his head, pins him 1, 2, 3, gets out the snake, and you know the rest with Jake Roberts as he is with the snake and everything. A dud. A straight up dud. And this New York crowd is not liking this portion whatsoever. They get shit on. And then we have the boxing match. Mr. T versus Roddy Piper. And you know what? This match was garbage. This match was garbage. Roddy Piper said it himself. This is the absolute worst match he's ever been involved with. And if he says what he says is true, then you have to go by it. With his opinion, this match is freaking fucking garbage. It's basically just a boxing match, but I can't really tell if it's shoot or work until Mr. T nails Roddy Piper right in the face and knocks him out of the ring. However, the punch was about this fucking wide, so it was definitely a work. Roddy Piper is throwing his stool around. No, not throwing poop. However, this match makes you want to throw feces because this match was fucking garbage. This is the absolute, probably the worst match in WrestleMania history, and it's not even a straight up wrestling match, it's a fucking boxing match. Why the hell do they have boxing matches in wrestling? I fucking hate it. And Roddy Piper is such a genius trying to protect Mr. T, trying to protect the business, but he can't even make this work. This match is bad, beyond bad. -3 stars. That's right, a dog can't do much justice. It gets -3 stars. And that closes out your New York portion. Is indeed, this portion of WrestleMania was fucking garbage. As these 4 matches were bad, this portion gets -0.75 out of 10. Oh my God almighty, it was bad. You're going to be hearing me say dud quite a lot. As we go to the Chicago portion, Fabulous Moolah defeats the Velvet McIntyre to retain her women's championship, and she beats her within a good 2 minutes. This was just another squash match. I don't know why you're having squash matches in a fucking arena that's only going to see 4 matches. You're not giving the crowd their money's worth with 4 matches, and they're all fucking, and there's a lot of squash matches going on here. A dud. Next up, we have a flag match between Colonel Kirchner and Nikolai Volkov. Yeah, I never heard of Corporal Kirchner. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce shit. Kirchner, whatever. Jabroni. This match ended in like 2 fucking minutes. Dud. 2 squash matches inside fucking. Oh my God. So now we have the spectacle match. We have the 20-man over the top rope battle royale, the WWF and NFL battle royale spectacular, if you will. So you have 20 men in this match, in this battle royale. You have the Hart Foundation, you have the Killer Bees, you have Bruno fucking Sammartino's old ass in there. Of course, Andre the Giant, and a whole lot of NFL stars. You have Big John Studd. You have William the Refrigerator Perry, who got a fucking Hall of Fame ring out of this. Holy shit. And a whole lot of other NFL athletes as well. This was a pretty exciting battle royale. Of all the battle royales they had at WrestleMania, this is probably one of the better ones. I give it 3 stars. It was pretty exciting. And of course, the 8th one of the world himself, Andre the Giant, won the Battle Royale. I give it a 3 stars. Next up, we have Match of the Night. There's no dispute, no debate whatsoever about it. The British Bulldogs defeat the Dream Team. That is Greg the Hammer Valentine and Brutus Beefcake to capture the World Tag Team Championships. And this was a spectacular match. This was really good. If there was ever a hidden gem of a match, this was it. Because this whole card, half of this card is complete doo-doo. The other half is semi-good. But this match was spectacular and really helps this match. This match really helps this from not sucking as much. trust me, still fucking sucked. But I digress, and I give it 4 stars. A spectacular tag team match. What's funny is Ozzy Osbourne was in the British Bulldogs corners, and he said when they won the tag titles, he says, "British Bulldogs are forever!" Yeah, I had no idea what the fuck he was there for. Whatever. The Chicago portion upped its game. However, you had 2 squash matches in the beginning, but the Battle Royale and the tag team match kind of evened things out to a 3.5 out of 10 for the Chicago portion. Next up, we have the Los Angeles portion. We have the opener of the Los Angeles portion. We have Ricky the Dragon Steamboat defeating Hercules Hernandez. Yes, you have one of the greatest wrestlers of all time facing off against one of the worst wrestlers of all time to a, guess what, a semi-decent match. Go figure, a 4.5 out of 10 as Ricky the Dragon Steamboat picks up the victory. But then we get to another horrendous, craptastic match between Uncle Elmer and the adorable Adrian Adonis. This match was shit. If you thought Shawn Michaels flopping around the ring like a fucking rubber band from SummerSlam was bad, this was worse. Adrian Adonis was fucking flopping over the place and makes Shawn Michaels look like a fucking jabroni. This match was shit, but not as shitty as the boxing match, because the boxing match is legendary shit because it was supposed to pay off. That had a lot of well, whatever it had, it fucked up. This match was just kind of a filler match, but it fucking sucked, and I give it negative 2 stars. Yeah, that's right, minus 2 stars out of 5 stars. Minus 4 out of 10. Next up, we have the Funk Brothers defeating Tito Santana and the Junkyard Dog in another good tag team match. This was really good. Terry Funk flew over the top rope about 5 fucking times in this match. Still, pretty solid match as Terry Funk and his brother Haas Funk, not Dory Funk Jr., Haas Funk, never heard of him either, picks up the victory. Terry Funk, even in 1986, was middle-aged and crazy as shit. 6.5 out of 10. Next up, we have the main event, the Steel Cage match for the WWF Heavyweight Championship of the World. Hulk Hogan versus King Kong Bundy. And the only reason why King Kong Bundy is in this match because Hulk Hogan needed a super villain, and a villain that King Kong Bundy was indeed. But even in his time, Bundy, in my opinion, fucking sucked, and he always did fucking suck. Even in his time, he sucked. And this match was actually pretty decent. The build-up was there. Execution as well as it could, as Hulk Hogan picked up the victory and the crowd went nuts. So the Los Angeles portion kind of lucked out and got a 3 out of 10. By the way, the heavyweight title match gets a 5, 2.5 stars out of 10. Overall, the whole WrestleMania card fucking sucked. Half of the card gets duds and negative matches. The other half is solid, but not that solid. Overall, WrestleMania 2 is easily one of the worst, if not the worst, WrestleManias of all time. I don't know how you could follow up a legendary WrestleMania like WrestleMania 1 with this. What the world has come to. This makes you throw feces at your television screen. This makes you want to have an anal evacuation. This show fucking sucked! And my overall rating for it is a 2 out of 10. And that, my friends, is WrestleMania 2, my review on one of the worst absolute WrestleManias I've ever seen. And I catch you next time with perhaps the most historic WrestleMania there ever was in WrestleMania 3. Gotta get back on track because WrestleMania 2 fucking sucked.